Already, I mentioned in the other tutorial video that I would describe some of the articles and videos that have been cataloged in gold stock data that might be helpful, especially to someone new to mining and investing in mining companies. All right, so I mentioned this index here that I created to all of the discussion boards and articles and whatever that have been posted. And the main reason I created this, there is this feature here, bookmarks. Now, I started using this back in 2000. I started bookmarking references in 2019, long after I became a member, so I missed a whole lot to begin with, just because I wasn't making effective use of the capabilities. And I discovered, I've got over 500 bookmarks out there right now, and quite honestly, they're not indexed in any way, and they're actually hard to find what I'm looking for. So I thought a way of just putting something together to help myself, frankly, and maybe make it helpful for other members as well. So that's where this index came from. All right, and just to give you an idea, um, each one of the sections is prefixed by a little tilde so we can see what's out there. All right, so what we have is links to the discussion boards in this post here. So you can go out to all of the discussion boards. Um, we have links to help and information. Then we have the main discussion, some of the highlighted threads of discussion that are posted under main discussion board, broad markets, chart of the day, comparables, that's a popular one. Don's articles, videos, Substack, his Friday recaps, right? They're all out here. I'll link to all of those that you can get to quickly. Then this is probably the most popular, gold and silver. Then we have lists of companies, so forth and so on. Royalty companies, ETFs. Okay, then geographic topics. This country risk, that's a very popular one to keep track of what's going on. Let's see what else we have here. Other topics, electric vehicles, battery metals, green energy, batteries themselves. And then here, improving your investing skill. All right, a ton of articles. And then investing in mining companies, more tons of articles. I'm not going into them. Geology, geophysical surveying, ore processing, metallurgy, drilling methods, drill results, the business of mining. Okay, so you can see all of these things. Tips and tricks, how to get the most out of stuff posted on this site. All right, well, this list got too difficult to maintain, as I mentioned in that other video. So what I did was I put some tips out here under the tips and tricks thread to make it easier to get to particular topics that might be of general interest to people using this site. Okay, and that's out on the help and information board, discussion board, and it's this mining information and investment topics. All right, so it points back to this index, but then some of those other categories that we had gone through, I um, separated them into their own lists of topics. All right, and there are 6 of them here: improving your investing skill, the business of mining, investing in mining companies, drilling methods and drill results, geology and geophysical surveying, ore processing and metallurgy, and then the other commodity topics. Okay, basically everything other than gold and silver, all right, and that includes other things, and we'll get to that. So here I have each one of these um, topics pulled up here so we can see what they contain. All right, first of all, this general improving your investing skill. This is, everything that is basically involving things, you know, to do with investing, just like the heading says here. So what do you see here? There's a whole thread improving, and if we went out there, I'll just do that real quickly. All right. So there's at least 500 articles out here, and these are just general purpose topics that you can scroll through and see how you can improve um, your performance. Okay, some videos. How to perform due diligence, a 5-part series using Walmart as an example if you've never done that. All the things you need to think about. How to calculate NPV, net present value, a video and notes. IRR, internal rate of return, step-by-step walkthrough. Okay, analyzing free cash flow. All right, other videos. When to sell, very important. Reasons to sell, and then how to sell positions. Jordan Royburn, that was a great video as well. So, all right, here's understanding technical analysis. Commitment of traders report. All right, Warren Buffett, investing in small caps. What else? Articles. What do we have here? Good resource. Due diligence. Comparable companies, and this is general criteria, not mining specific. There's another article that goes into mining in the next when we get to investing in mining companies. Right, covered calls, selling put options, how to know when you're getting to the bottom, how to know when you're getting when to sell, how do you know when you're getting to the top, stages of investor emotions and trading psychology. So all sorts of stuff here. Reminiscences of a stock operator, Jesse Livermore. I'm sure you've heard of that one. 10 rules for silver investing. What is a store of value? All right, so just a lot of information, then general market information, stages of a bubble, psychology again, economic websites you probably never heard of but need to know. Then we have things like the yield curve, future and forward curves. I think this is a Khan Academy one. And then what is yield curve control? That might become very important in coming years. And this is something Japan has been doing and the United States may end up doing and may impact the price of gold. So just articles and if you've ever questioned these things. Short squeeze. What is a short squeeze and how can you profit? Federal Reserve Masterclass. Okay, all sorts of general metal market information. Okay, gold, silver ratio, where to buy gold, how to store gold, uh, tools and information, fear and greed index, okay, mineral prices, shadow stats, stock beep, that's a good one, a scanner for active traders, and unusual volume and insider buying. So these are all general purpose investing topics. All right, let's move on to the next one. The business of mining. If you were new to junior mining companies or gold and silver, precious metal, commodity mining, as I was when I joined, I knew nothing about these things. And a lot of these were posted in my search to understand how all of this was done. Now, this first topic, our moderator Lolo put together, and if you just go through this Mining and Investing 101, you'll see maybe everything you need to know about mining investing. All right, the ones that have to do with the business of mining, the posts, the individual posts in here I've listed. And so that's one thing you'll want to go through. But there's more, obviously. We have things like mining technology and technology advancements, then some articles. This visual capitalist infographic was very good. Silver mining from ore to more. The beginner's guide to mining, roadmap to opening a mine, topics on mining and mineral. This was links to various articles. Operating costs for miners. That was a PDF of all the costs involved. The Lassonde curve, all right, a wild ride indeed. So that's something you'll want to get to know. Types of underground mining method, comparisons, narrow vein mining project, tailings information. Okay, so good articles. How gold is made, some good resource videos. Silver mining, how silver is mined. The mine cycle. This was a very good one. I think it was Barrick. It showed both underground and surface mining equipment and techniques. So it shows you everything involved in operating a mine. All right. Some geology 101, and then what are tailings and tailings dams? Pardon me. And then some tools and information. So glossary of mining terms, database on minerals and their locations, deposits, and mines, and then a whole course. Queen's University online, everything you would want to know. You could take your own course, Mining Design Wiki. All right, so that is the business of mining. Next, we come up to the topic that we're all here for, investing in mining companies. Again, this Mining and Investing 101 thread, all of the videos and any articles, so articles and videos in Mining and Investing 101. Then again, the a thread in the main discussion board, investing in mining companies, a ton of posts in there. I can't even, I don't even want, well, let's see, I'll bring it up real quickly. Okay, it goes back to the very post in 2018 with a video from Jamie Keach, How an Outsider Can Profit Like an Insider. Okay, so that's what kicked it off, and there are, how many out here? How many posts out here? Each page is 50 posts. All right, so 25. All right, so 1,250 posts so far. A ton of information out here, investing in mining companies. Moving on, again, that mining technology, and then here's one on the PM mining ETFs. Here I'll bring that up real quickly. If you ever wanted to know, here are all of the ETFs and their holdings. All right, so basically I put this together from a search and I snipped out each section so that the ones pertaining to the particular ETF were highlighted. So these are all GDX companies, GDXJ, the Sprott ETFs, SGDM, SGDJ, GOAU, Ring, SIL, SILJ, SLVP. So if you ever wanted to know what the ETFs were and what their holdings were, this is as of August, because as we all know, they change, but there's a post out there for that. Again, here's one, comparables. How do companies compare themselves with each other? All right, there were two articles that kicked it off. One here, how to choose comparable companies. Okay, and another one here. Okay, how to value, methods for valuing early stage projects, and then it goes through the different phases of a mine development and the methods you would use. Okay, so this is a very popular post here, all of the companies and how they compare themselves with each other. Okay, how to choose comparable companies. All right, and then, I'm sorry, let me go back here. So that was the comparables, and then another one, creating value through M&A, royalty companies, um, country risk. Now here we have some tutorials. Don had done a tutorial on how to invest in gold and mining stocks. All right, three-part tutorial. All right, and then more articles. Okay, Don again, how I value gold and silver. This blue sky marketing, how I pick 'em. Secret to making money. Quick reference on valuing mining stock. It's a summary from Don's book. So more articles. Here's how you value any gold project. The Lassonde curve, a beginner's guide to PEAs and feasibilities. How to understand a 43101. All right, cheat sheet. Crash course, how a mine is made. This is a very good one, Matt Geiger. All right, so tons of articles, more videos. You can see all of these things. Core valuation, mining valuation example, investing for beginners, how to read a mining report, mining industry model, how to value an ore deposit, okay, how to value a royalty company. All right, all sorts of information and basically an education on how to invest. All right, and then general information, all-in sustaining costs, all-in costs, and mineral location overviews and descriptions. Some other sites, management groups, Mexico Mining Center, Latin Mines, that's a very good, lots of good articles out here, Latin Mines. Mexico Mining has good maps and articles and news about stuff going on in Mexico. There's some example portfolios. Gold Ventures, he has several. Okay, Nate Fisher has the Nate Folio from renaissancemen.org. Let's see, and then we have some other tools, 3D modeling, Vulture Exchange, out on ceo.ca. Okay, let me pull that up real quick. That is Even Prime. He's got this great database of all of who owns what. All right, so who's involved in what company. So a link to that site. So all sorts of gold discovery mining research platform. All right, let's move on. Drilling methods and drill results. Again, the Mining and Investing 101 thread. Then there's videos, this drilling methods, this introduction. That's a very good one. If it's the one I'm thinking of, this lady does an excellent job of going through. Yes, you'll want to go through those three. You want, if you know nothing about it, and then to go into specific examples of drilling methods. You know, from auger, RAB, they call it, and then there's RC and diamond drilling. Okay, so all the different methods. And then how to interpret the drill results. Don has some slides and a video. Then there are articles and more videos. Quentin Henney has a video. This was a good one. And then Mining Stock Education has a good one. Dr. Rob Stevens, and then Ben Kramer Miller did a great podcast episode. All right, mine results. Okay, and then let's move on. Then geology and geophysical surveying. What's involved in that? Okay, then this thread mining, and it has this Ore Deposits 101 11-part video, everything you'd ever want to know. I believe that was a Sprott collection. Technically speaking, 4-part Sandstorm. Geology for Investors, part 1 and 2. Okay, and then a couple of more articles, and then this interview with an exploration geologist. That was a good article. Okay, some good videos. You can go through all of these. The Geo series, I think that's Mining Stock Education again. I believe that's it, but it could be Palisades Radio, I'm not sure. The different types: orogenic, epithermal, greenstone, articles, okay, details. You can go into each one of these. You'll want to maybe reference them as you're going through company presentations or viewing webinars or whatever. A lot of the terms come up, and so here's a site that describes all of them. Then here are some of the types of methods that's used for surveying: geophysical, gravity, seismic, magnetic, IP surveying, AI. All right, so the different methods. So all of the geology and geophysical topic. Then we move on to the other end: ore processing and metallurgy. All right, again, we have the Mining and Investing 101 thread. Okay, 8-part series. Let's see video number 5 in this. And then, what is metallurgical test work and why is it important? All right, then some more videos. Processing, milling principles, extractions, crushing and grinding. Okay, and then there's this Khan Academy that describes how all of the different types of metals are processed or how they're extracted. Roasting, why that's important. The different types of metals and what type of processing is required. All right, and then some more videos and articles. And then lastly, we get to the other topics. And these are all of the other discussion boards, discussion threads, such as art and real estate and alternative energy, base metals, Chinese stocks. Okay, what else do we have here? Let me see. What do we have? Okay, cobalt, diamonds. Okay, ESG, what is that? Fertilizer, hydrogen, lead, lithium, lumber, manganese, marijuana, nickel, oil and gas, platinum and palladium, PGM. All right, silver, sports cards, sugar, tin, vanadium, wheat, zinc. So all of the other threads of discussion. Okay, so that's everything that's been contributed, and you can see why this index grew too large to maintain and why I separated them out into various topics. Mining, information, and investment topics. You'll find them when you come out to Gold Stock Data. Out here, help and information. If you go out to forum, click help and information. Here's help and information. It's the very first one. And it's right down here: tips and tricks, mining information and investment topics. Alrighty, well, I hope that helps. And again, you can get back to the index. This index is the first post entry here. Alrighty, that's all I have for you. Thanks for watching. Take care.